A very warm welcome. We are in PGH1, this beautiful field here in Chantilly. We have the second match of the day. In this case, Argentina, wearing the blue shirt, will be facing this strong team of Australia. I'm Pancho McLaughlin. I'm going to be your announcer, your commentator today. See there, Mati Torres Zabaleta having an outstanding season so far. Well, let's meet the teams quickly. We have for Argentina, Bruno Bensusan, 0 goals of handicap, a French player that is in love with Argentina. He actually has a farm over there. Tomás Oviedo, the man from Córdoba, 2 goals of handicap. Juan Cruz Araya, 3-goaler from Coronel Suárez. And at the back, the strong player, Mati Torres Zabaleta. I'm alongside Sebas Amaya. Welcome, Sebas. And Sebas will present you the team of Australia with some slight changes.
Yes, thank you, Pancho. Good afternoon to everyone. And yes, in the first position for Australia, it won't be David Paradise. It will be Simon Starkman, and 0 handicap. On position 2 is Dorian Bulto with 3 goals. Then Hilario Ruiz Guiñazú on position 3 and 4 handicap, and at the back Jota Chaban of handicap 5, total 12.
Well, we have an Australian team quite balanced on handicap, and on the other side we have the team of Argentina, a bit unbalanced, if we can say, on that side regarding the handicap. But we have Juan Cruz Araya and Tommy Oviedo having also a very good season, and they are being able to back up Mati Torres, alongside also, of course, with Bruno Bensusan, always stretching the team very well. Well, Martino Inchaupe, Santos Sanca are the 2 officials of the day. The third man is the French man, Clément Gosset. Ball is in play, and Mati Torres Zabaleta managed to win the throw-in. I think he's riding El Overo Piranha, this bay mare that does really well for him. The ball is stolen really well by Hilario Ruiz. Hilario managed to hit the back shot, and we have a whistle. Probably a bit unlucky there by Jota Chaban. Well, let's see what the umpires will decide when we had Juan Cruz Araya going there.
Yeah, we have to remind you that David Paradise is not playing today. He played the first 2 matches, and instead is playing Sam Starman, who have been playing for many, many years with Jota. They know each other very well.
Yeah, young kid. Simon, the younger brother of the Starmans, that is started playing a few years ago and is having a great level at the moment. Actually, they managed to win the 8-goal trophy alongside Jota, his brother Sam, and Ulises Eustetter. Well, the penalty will be from the spot in favor of Argentina. Mati Torres to bring the ball in play. There goes a long drive of Mati Torres. Mati with a long drive, and he will get Hilario Ruiz Guiñazú to receive this ball. Mati Torres is checking and seeing what's going to happen, and Hilario Ruiz there trying to find Jota Chaban. But the right of is strong from Juan Cruz Araya, and he managed to recover the ball. And there goes the steal of Jota. He could not connect that ball, and the back shot was superb from Juan Cruz Araya. And Mati Torres trying to look for the goal. But Dorian Bulto will get there first and try to clear the danger. There goes the back shot from the French player. Mati Torres there on the near side. The right of is strong from Hilario. Jota Chaban to steal the ball. And Mati Torres was coming there to meet that ball. And we have another whistle. Let's see what the umpires will decide. Check the replay here. Hilario Ruiz with the tap. Then Mati Torres disputing there on the near side with Hilario. And probably they're going to blow against Jota Chaban for sneaking in front of Mati Torres Zabaleta. Probably they're going to have a 40 or 60-yard penalty in favor of Team Argentina. That they are having a great season. They lost the final of the first tournament. They managed to leave the trophy of the second 12-goal. And this is the third 12-goal tournament that we're playing along with this season. They won 2 matches. They're looking quite strong. Let's see if the team of Australia, they lost the first one. They started very good, and then they did not have the best second half. And they had a very good victory against the Parisians, against Paris. And they need a victory to try to go through to penalty shootouts. The team of Argentina, if they win, they're through to the semis. Losing, they have to go to penalty shootouts. The shot is high, it's in the sky, and it's way through the middle. And the goal is very good from Mati Torres Zabaleta. The flag is waved, the umpire lifts his right arm. 1-0 Argentina. and the lead at the moment. Ilayo Ruiz Iñazú riding Vino Tinto. It's beautiful chestnut. I think it's out of Luli, one of the top mares of his brother Tito, with the Petrus. Well, there goes a long drive of Mati Torres, but Jota Chaban will have time to check and turn this ball when Juan Cruz Araya will come to apply a lot of pressure. Jota, he could not turn that ball, and well done Juan Cruz Araya for stealing that ball. Juan Cruz to finish this one, and Juan Cruz Araya capitalizing that small and forced error of Jota Chaban. He could not turn that ball, and the goal is good for Argentina. 2-0 they lead at the moment. A bit unlucky there for Jota. He wanted to turn, the ball ended up bouncing, and well done Juan Cruz Araya for capturing that ball and scoring another goal for Team Argentina. They have a very nice farm in Argentina, Bruno, called La Berta, and they have a great coach. His name is Martin Sirven. He's been with Bruno for many years, let's say. Bruno Bensusan here on a breakaway, and he probably had to go on the near side. Well done Jota Chaban there, claiming that line, and the fraction will be in favor of Australia. We see clear here on the replay. Bruno had a play, but he had to do it on the near side. Well done Jota for claiming that line, and let's see what these players will do. Jota to put the ball in play. For Team Australia, we have Juan Ruiz, the father of Hilario, helping them on the pony line. A player with a lot of experience that played the Open. And he can see the game in a very clear way. Hilario Ruiz to bring the ball in play from the left-hand side. He receives the pressure of Araya. Great tap from Hilario Ruiz, and there goes the nice drive from Hilario Ruiz Iñazú. Mati Torres managed to stop this play, and Simon Starman converts his first goal in this Polo Nations Cup. A great combination between Jota, Hilario, Dorian clearing a defender, and well done Simon there for scoring a beautiful catch shot. Well done Dorian there, applying a lot of pressure to Mati Torres, and the goal is good for Team Australia. There goes the ball, and Mati Torres managed to win the throw-in for Team Argentina. Matías Torres. Mati finding Juan Cruz, the ball bounce, and he is again in possession of the ball. Receives the pressure of Jota Chaban. There goes the pass for Juan Cruz Araya. Dorian on the near side. Going to be a spot in favor of the red team. Well, we're not using this free change. The players will change at their own time. Tommy Oviedo to mark and put a lot of pressure on Jota Chaban. There goes the shot. Hilario Ruiz riding this beautiful mare called Mia. We have a whistle. Let's see what the umpires will decide. We see here on the replay. Probably they're gonna blow in favor of Australia. Let's see what the umpires will decide. Or a technical foul. We're not sure what they're going to blow. Some of the players decide to mount on fresh horses. We have Dorian Bulto riding Dolly on the first checker, and now he went and mounted Grace. They blow probably an offside. They're explaining the players that during the checker they're allowed to change at their own time, of course. At any time, they're not going to wait for them. but they cannot do it on the 60-yard line. They have to do it on the areas that are allowed, basically on the back line, so that the umpires can actually make sure they are onside or offside if needed. Well, the umpires explaining these final details, and we're gonna be restarting this game in a few moments. As we say, Hilario riding Mia. We have Tito connected from Argentina, supporting his brother. Some of his horses are here on the field, so we send him a big hello. A great player, playing out of 7 goals. As Tete Fanelli said, he is a legend here in France. We had the chance to play with him last year in the French Open, and it's always a pleasure to enjoy him on your team. In this case, we have a penalty from the spot in favor of Argentina. The players of Australia were offside, apparently that's the call. And we see Jota Chaban quickly going to change a pony, and most likely the Argentinian players will wait for him. Says one of the umpires. 2-1. So far the lead of Argentina at the moment. We have 3 minutes and a half left in this first checker. Mati Torres receiving the pressure of Dorian. Let's see what Mati will do. Mati Torres Zabaleta to find Juan Cruz Araya. Juan Cruz. Jota Chaban managed to steal this ball really well for Team Australia. Jota Chaban receiving the pressure of Tommy Oviedo. We have a whistle. Jota Chaban, unfortunately his bandage is off, as we see here. So well done, one of the officials, for blowing the whistle, because that can be very dangerous if the player is without the bandage. The horse might step on the bandage and create an accident. So well done for one of the umpires, and we're gonna restart this game probably with a fair play again in favor of Australia. Jota Chaban going back on the field, and he will put the ball in play. Jota, the tap. There goes the pass, trying to find that the cookies. Bounce is well captured by Hilario.
¡Juegue! Bien, bien.
Places one of the umpires, and Hilario is in possession of the ball. Hilario with a nice long drive, trying to put one of his teammates on a run. Bruno and Susan gets there first. Jota, the hook is good. And Juan Cruz Araya meeting that ball really well. Finding Mati Torres Zabaleta. Matias is well located. Places one of the umpires, and there goes the shot of Mati Torres, a little bit short. And Dorian will get there first and manage to win this ball riding grace. Dorian, he had a great game, the last one. Dorian Bulto, he could not connect that last ball. Antonio Oviedo with a nice back shot. He will put Mati Torres on a breakaway and check the speed of this pony. Mati Torres, he could not connect the last tap, and now Jota Chaban will take this back shot, will take this ball, and is well captured by Tommy Oviedo, and Tommy puts a long drive the field of Australia. clearing the danger for him, and there goes again the pass for Dorian Bulto, but Juan Cruz Araya read that one very, very good, and there goes the shot.
No, el caballo de él, fue el caballo de él. Fue el caballo de él. Perfecto. Para azul, sale celeste. No fue el mío. Dale, fue más no fue el caballo mío.
In favor of Argentina.
No fue el caballo mío.
Kept quiet to listen what the umpire was saying. And there goes the ball. Cruz back the ball, and it ended up hitting on the horse of the red player. And there goes the shot of Mati Torres, stretching the team, and is well anticipated by Simon Starkman. Simon, Tommy Oviedo now in possession of the ball. He will turn this one. He receives all the pressure of Dorian Bulto, and he leaves the ball for Juan Cruz Araya. We're gonna have a blocking probably in favor of Team Australia, as we see on the replay. Tommy Oviedo fighting there very good with Dorian Bulto, but then Juan Cruz Araya steals the ball, and that will leave Tommy Oviedo between Dorian and Juan Cruz, not leaving Dorian apply pressure to Juan Cruz, as this new rule to try to make the game a bit more dynamic. This will give the infraction in favor of Scone, Australia. Send a big hello to David Paradise if he's connected. He had to fly to England to play the subsidiary final of the Chantilly Cup yesterday. His team had a good game. They could not win, but good to make it into the final day with 19 teams on the trophy. And we have another whistle. Probably it's going to be in favor of the team in red. Let's see what the umpires will decide. Let's check the replay here. And we're going to go in favor of Team Australia. 2-1 is the lead at the moment for Argentina. Australia has a big chance to try to get the equalizer. Hilario Ruiz placing the ball to take this penalty. Will be in charge to take this 30-yard penalty. Very important for Australia. They need the win to still have a chance to get through the semis. If they win, they will go to penalty shootouts. If Argentina wins, they will go through to the semis. If they lose, they will have a chance on penalty shootout. Hilario Ruiz, the penalty was from the 40-yard line. Ladies and gentlemen, the flag is waved, the goal is good. Hilario Ruiz Guiñazú scores a very important goal for the hope of Australia to try to get through to the semis. Last few seconds left on the clock. This a little bit not very dynamic first shocker. We expect a very good game today. There goes the final bell, and that will conclude this first shocker. Argentina 2, Australia 2. We will be back in a few moments. Players are back on the field, and in goes the ball to start this second checker. 2 for Australia, 2 for Argentina. Jota Chaban winning the throw-in for Team Australia. Jota fighting for the ball with Juan Cruz Araya. Juan Cruz, Jota managed to escape from the pressure of the man from Suarez. But the backup is very good for Dorian Bultuo. But Mati Torres will get there first and check. Tries to find some space. The pressure arrived from Jota Chaban. Matías Torres Zabaleta managed to escape from the pressure. Mati Torres. Jota Chaban now in possession of the ball. The back shot is good from Jota Chaban. And the pass is superb, finding Simon Starman. Simon on a breakaway. He started very strong today. Simon to finish this one. It's just a stick and ball effort for him. And it's a great goal from this young kid, putting another goal in the board for his personal record and for his team Australia.
As I mentioned in the beginning, these two players, they know each other very well. They play the low goals, you know. In the moment that Jota was about to hit the backhander, the Simon was already turning. That's a big advantage to have the goal clear to score.
Yeah, 3-2 so far, the lead for Team Australia. Let's see what the players can do, and the ball is rolled by the umpire, and there goes the tap of Juan Cruz Araya. He managed to win the throw-in for his team, Team Argentina. Juan Cruz tapping the ball in the air. Juan Cruz, another nice tap. Check the skills of these players. Juan Cruz to hit the next shot. The hook was good from the young man. And Mati Torres pushing the team from the back. And we have another whistle. Let's see what the umpires will decide. Probably a penalty from the spot. Let's see on the replay.
Couldn't spot quite well, maybe blocking the other side, right? Or
no, maybe Lario there had the line. Probably the umpires considered, and Mati Torres gambled a bit. A matter of distance. Mati thought he had enough distance. The umpire saw it a different way, and the penalty will be from the spot in favor of the team in red.
Big thank you to Valeria at the kitchen over there at the club. She, with all her team, provides lunch for everyone here at the crew. Very good. Thank you very much, Valerie.
Very nice salad we just had. Well, Hilario Ruiz, we thank Juan, his dad. He's sending us the horses. He's riding Fantasiosa. Mati Torres will go and mark the knocking now. He has Jota Chaban there to hit a long one, and there goes the drive of Jota Chaban, trying to find Dorian Bulto, and he finds Dorian well located. Dorian checks. Dorian, he could not connect this ball, but he turned fast there to go and pick it up. Dorian now, he has Toby Oviedo there to apply pressure, and there goes the nice drive of Dorian, finding the young talented man from Manzanares, Hilario Ruiz Guiñazú. Hilario, he will tap this ball. Let's see what Hilario can do. There goes a long drive of Hilario, trying to find one of his teammates, but Mati Torres somehow managed to escape the pressure of Jota Chaban, and he brings the ball from the back. And check the skills of the 7-goaler, Mati Torres Zabaleta, and look the speed of this pony, and Mati Torres Zabaleta, it's on a breakaway, creating some damage for Argentina. Let's see what Mati Torres can do with the final tap. Matias Torres Zabaleta, the tap, and he could not connect the last tap. Well done for Hilario Ruiz Guiñazú, applying a lot of pressure to the 7-goaler. And a bit unlucky for him. He did everything right except the last tap. He had a bad bounce. And Australia is still on the lead, 3-2. Jota to put the ball in play. Jota with the next shot. Hilario Ruiz Guiñazú managing the ball for Team Australia. He will put Fantasiosa to run, and he has Simon there in front of him. There goes the shot, but it's well stopped by Juan Cruz Araya, and there goes the back shot, finding Mati Torres. Well stopped there by Matias Torres Zabaleta, and there goes the shot of Mati trying to find Juan Cruz Araya, but the right of is strong from Hilario, and there goes the nice back shot, finding Jota Chaban. Great combination between the two players. And a bit unlucky there for Jota, because the tap went a bit to the right, and well done for Juan Cruz for picking up that line. As we see here on the replay, also Dorian passing in front of the two players. So the infraction will be in favor of Team Argentina. Looks like it's going to be probably from the spot. See what umpires decide. There we have a lot of people, some girls. They're trying to get a bit of tan in this beautiful European summer. 3-2 the lead so far of Australia. My bad. Starting a little bit stronger in the match. The red shirts putting Simon Starman on a few breakaways, and he scored 2 goals. It's a massive drive from Mati Torres Zabaleta. He's looking good. And now a little bit wide to the left. Almost 100 yards. Let's check it from the other angle. Check it from this camera. It's a massive drive from Mati Torres. Very, very close to the left post. But wide. And Australia has a knock-in. And J. Chaban finds Dorian Bulto. Dorian.
Pégale, pégale.
Well done, Hilario Ruiz finding one of his teammates. No, Juan Cruz Araya will get there first, but the pressure is good from Dorian. Juan Cruz will turn this ball really well, and they end up probably blowing that he turned in front of the red shirt that was coming behind. Let's check the replay. Juan Cruz Araya there, the hook was good, but he a bit unlucky. He missed that ball. If he would have tapped it, he would have changed that line. But he ends up fouling the man coming from behind. So the penalty will be, Australia will have the option to choose from a spot or 30 yards. Looks like they're going to choose the 30-yard penalty. It's a one-shot undefended penalty. So good news for them. Try to extend the lead.
Well done for the team Australia, who's managed to control the, we can say, the favorite so far in the tournament, Argentina.
Argentina, yeah, with what we've seen in the season, for sure. They lost the first final and they won the second trophy. But as we said, everything is very, very even at the moment. Any team can beat any team, and that's very good for the sport. 10 teams competing in this trophy, and they are all really, really tough. Well, Australia starting a little bit strong. They really need this victory. 4-2 is the lead so far of the red shirts. In goes the ball. Let's see who wins the throw-in. J. Chaban with the back. Dorian Bulto there to stop that shot, and there goes the pass of Dorian trying to find Simon Starman, but Juan Cruz will get there first. He could not connect the last back, and it's a great turn from Hilario, and check the next shot from the man from Manzanares. It's a massive next shot, but it looks a little bit wide. Great attempt from Hilario, showing all his potential here in field PGH 1. The tap from Matías Torres Zabaleta. Mati. There goes the next shot, finding Juan Cruz Araya. They know each other very well. They've been playing very good this season. Juan Cruz checks. He has Mati behind him, and there goes a little back. J. Chaban applying a lot of pressure, but Mati Torres managed to control the ball, and Mati Torres will decide to run this one himself. And there goes the play of Matías Torres Zabaleta. Mati pushing his team from the back. Check the speed of this pony. It's a beautiful black mare. Mati Torres Zabaleta. Matías Torres, let's see if he can finish this one. Mati Torres Zabaleta. Ladies and gentlemen, the bounce went to the right. It would have been a super goal for Mati Torres Zabaleta. He ended up being a little bit unlucky in the last bounce because the shot was going through the goal. And what we've been watching in the past games, Mati Torres starting quite chill and relaxed, and as long as the game starts to flow, he starts to press the gas and create a lot of damage for the opponents. There goes the knocking, and Hilario Ruiz Guiñazú in possession of the ball, and we have a little crash between him and Juan Cruz Araya. Hopefully horses and players look in good conditions, and there the back shot, and Hilario is going to the ball, and probably they're gonna blow in favor of the team Australia. That Juan Cruz was a little bit stopped there, infringing the right of way of Australia. And this is very good news for the team in the red shirts when we have a bit more than 30 seconds left in this second chukker. Hilario Ruiz Guiñazú will take this penalty from the 60-yard line. Hilario Ruiz is high, it's in the sky, it's a beauty from the man from Manzanares. And the young man of the Hilario Ruiz Guiñazú dynasty converts a super goal for him and for his team. Check how he celebrates. Very important goal for Team Australia. And there goes the final bell. 5-2 is the lead so far of Australia. And we're going to go to a commercial break. We will be back in a few moments with this exciting game in the second game of the day, third day of qualification in the third edition of the Polo Nations Cup. We are back in Chantilly to start this third checker. After a nice goal of Hilario Ruiz-Iñazú, a 60-yard penalty. We're going to restart this game. 5-2 is the lead so far for Team Australia. Hilario Ruiz-Iñazú riding this mare called Siesta. She's out of a mare called Aurora, and the stallion is Fino Champagne. So very good quality horses we're seeing in this tournament. There goes the pass of Mati Torres finding Bruno Bensusan. Bruno could not connect that ball. Jota leaves the ball now for Dorian. Dorian Bulto. Dorian, there goes the long drive of Dorian, but Mati Torres will get there first, receiving all the pressure of Jota Chaban. The pressure was good. Tommy Oviedo turning this ball. Tomas Oviedo turning the ball really well to the left, avoiding the pressure of Chaban. There goes the 2-goaler escaping from the pressure of the 5-goaler, but well done Jota Chaban, managing to keep the ball underneath his mallet, and he leaves the ball now for Dorian. Dorian finding Hilario Ruiz, but Mati Torres is well located. Matias Torres. And Hilario Ruiz-Iñazú connecting that line probably. Let's see what the umpires will decide. I'm going to check the replay. And the back shot there from Tommy Oviedo, a bit in front of the legs of Hilario. And let's see what the umpires will decide. This can be very good news for Team Australia. They have a chance to extend the lead. 5-2, they are leading at the moment. And with this partial result, they will place themselves in a penalty shootout. If they end up losing this game, they won't have chances to go through to the big semi-finals. Yes, they will compete in the subsidiary final. That is just as tough as the semis. Hilario Ruiz-Iñazú to put the ball in play. He is riding a mare called West, not Aurora, sorry. She will be as a spare now in this one. And Hilario Ruiz-Iñazú riding this beautiful chestnut that performs really well for him. Hilario Ruiz, the penalty is good and is well taken by Hilario Ruiz-Iñazú, striking them in a great way today. 6-2, the lead of Australia so far. Dorian Bulto riding easy. This chestnut with a white face. In goes the ball. Let's see who wins the throw-in. And Juan Cruz Araya managed to win the throw-in for Team Argentina. He leaves the ball really well for Argentina, for Mati Torres Zabaleta. And yeah, probably Hilario thought he had a play. Mati Torres was there. Very, very close because, of course, there was no danger. They were both almost at a walk. But the tap is clear from Mati Torres. And Hilario considered probably that he put the ball there. Umpires consider Hilario had no play. So good news for Team Argentina. They have a 60-yard penalty in their favor to try to convert and get closer on the result. Matías Torres Zabaleta, I don't get confused, he's riding Aguara Cautela. This mare won best playing pony in the previous 12 goal out of his breed. She played the high goal in the US and now is competing at a great level here in France. There goes the penalty. The mare did not behave the way he would have probably wanted. A player that hits the ball really well. He could not be as accurate as he usually is. And Jota Chaban has a knock in favor of Team Australia. Jota checks. Jota, there goes the pass, finding Hilario Ruiz-Iñazú riding West. Hilario, she pressed the gas on West and check the speed of this mare. Hilario Ruiz with a massive shot in the air. Check the speed of the mare and the talent of this player. Hilario Ruiz-Iñazú to try to finish this one. Hilario with the final tap. Hilario, ladies and gentlemen, Hilario Ruiz-Iñazú is on fire today. The man from Manzanares. As they say always in the UK, I don't know what this man had for breakfast. but he should have it more often because he is on fire today. As we see here on the replay. And let's give half of the goal to this mayor called West that is performing really well. I'm sure Tito, his brother, is very, very happy, connected from Argentina, watching his younger brother performing at a super level today. 7-2 the lead for Australia so far. What a game. And there goes the ball, and Mati Torres starts to press the gas for Team Argentina. His team really needs him. He will bring the ball. Matias Torres tapping the ball in the air. Let's see what he will do. Mati Torres trying to find some space. Matias Torres, Zabaleta. Mati with the final tap. He could not connect that ball. And who will get there is Dorian Bulto. Umpires didn't consider that was a foul. And Jota Chaban now pushing his team from the back. Jota. And now it's a great back shot from Juan Cruz Araya. Juan Cruz. Hilario Ruiz playing a great game today. Dorian now in possession of the ball. Dorian checks. The player is met really well from Juan Cruz Araya. Juan Cruz brings the ball for Team Argentina. There goes an extra off Juan Cruz Araya. Let's see if he can finish this one. The pressure arrived from Dorian Bulto, but the right of is strong from Dorian, and they blow the whistle. To me, it looked like a fair ride-off. Well, we'll see what the umpires decide. Probably they call him from riding into the swing. As we see here, it looked okay, at least from this replay.
Yeah, it looks strong, but, at the end of the day, it's up to the umpires.
No, for sure, what we say has no influence. They're not listening to us. And of course, well, I personally get along with both teams very well, so we have no preferences. We just try to bring you the action live here from France. But, well, the umpires, one of them was really well located at the back. He considered the player right into the swing. So this will be very, very good news for Argentina. Since they consider the play was in the corner, they push it back to a 60-yard penalty. So Argentina has a shot to goal to try to get closer on the result. There we see Flaco Gastambide. He will be very happy because his team had a great day today. The Team Normandy end up beating a strong team of PACA France. They don't have chances to go through to the semis. They will be a very tough team in the subsidiary finals. Mati Torres. Matias with a nice penalty, but it got deflected and is out on the left-hand side. So this is very, very good news for Team Scone, Team Australia. They lead 7-2 at the moment. Jota Chaban. Mati Torres to apply pressure. Jota. There goes the pass, finding Hilario Ruiz, riding this mare called Mia. There goes the shot of Hilario, finding Simon Starmack. He's really active today, Simon. Ball for Dorian. There goes the pass of Dorian, but it's a little bit short. No, it's good for Simon. And check the combination between the French players. Simon finding Jota Chaban. Jota to finish this one. Jota Chaban with the near side. And Jota Chaban could not put this one through the goal. It would have been a great goal for Australia. All the players practically touched that ball. A great team effort for the red shirts. Lucky for Argentina, they will have a knocking in their favor. Very good checker we're seeing at the moment. 2 minutes left in this period. Mati Torres to bring the ball from the back. Matias. He will start to run the ball, and let's see what he will do. Mati will start to press the gas. Watch out for this very strong player. Mati Torres starts to win some yards. There goes the drive from Mati Torres trying to find Bruno, but it's a little bit short, and Jota gets there first, and with a beautiful back shot finds one of his teammates, but Mati Torres again reads that play really well. Simon could not win that hook, finding Mati Torres. Mati trying to take the pressure. Matias Torres. He checks the skills of this man. Mati Torres bringing the ball for Team Argentina. Receives all the pressure of Hilario. Mati Torres in possession of the ball. And Hilario Ruiz was on his left, Dorian on his right. And probably they find Dorian badly placed. Of course, the red shirts are claiming that Dorian was already there. Let's see what the umpires will decide. And the penalty will be in favor of Argentina, and this is great news for the team dressed in blue today. They are creating some good plays. They are lacking of the definition a little bit in the last few plays, and it's a penalty in favor of Argentina. Looks like a 30-yard penalty, so big chances for them to try to convert one more goal. Matías Torres Zavaleta. Mati Torres with the 30-yard penalty. Ladies and gentlemen, the goal is good. The flag is waved. Mati Torres puts one more on the board and one more for his personal account. Very few minutes left in this third chukker, and Jota Chaban managed to escape from the throw-in. Jota Chaban receiving the pressure of Mati Torres. Jota, possession of the ball. Jota Chaban. Mati Torres is in front of him. There goes the drive of Jota, a little bit too short, but it finds Dorian Bulto, and Dorian managed to pick up this ball on the near side, but Tommy Oviedo, the right of his strong from the man from Cordoba. And the back, he could not connect the back shot. And Simon to finish this one. Simon Starman, ladies and gentlemen, a little bit wide, a bit unlucky. He scored two amazing goals, and he could not put his third one on his board. A bit unlucky for Simon, but well done for this young man that he tried to goal and was a little bit deflected to the left. Lucky for Argentina. Mati Torres now in possession of the ball. He will decide to run the ball. Let's see what he will do. Mati now. He brings the ball from the back. He has Juan Cruz Araya to back him up. Matías Torres Zavaleta in possession of the ball. First bell of this chukker. Simon Starman. Dorian Bulto. Mati Torres again in possession of the ball. He will bring the ball from the back. There goes the long neck shot of Mati Torres Zavaleta finding Oviedo, but Hilario Ruiz Guiñazú is well located at the back, but the hook is good from Oviedo, and Jota will get there first. Jota Chaban. The pressure arrives there from Bruno Bensusan. No whistle from the umpires. And there goes the final whistle. And that, ladies and gentlemen, will conclude this third chukker. Very positive for Australia. 7-3. They are leading at the moment. We're going to go to the halftime, to a commercial break. And we'll be back in a few moments with in Chantilly with the last two chukkers.
Vous savez pourquoi j'aime vivre ici? Parce que j'aime ses habitants. J'aime les soutenir avec mon livret. Et j'aime donner 1 euro chaque mois à un projet et voir ma banque en donner autant. J'aime voir s'élever les nouvelles entreprises près de chez moi. J'aime voir arriver à maturité les initiatives locales qui nous régalent. J'aime voir que l'on prend soin des êtres qui nous sont chers. Des solutions concrètes et solidaires existent pour soutenir ceux qui se mobilisent près de chez moi. J'aime mon territoire.
Watching horses interact with each other is deeply moving. Their communication is filled with sensitivity. This inspired Standing Rock, with support from the HPA, to present a trophy to the season's most outstanding team, honouring the core values behind fair play and sportsmanship. It reflects a world where fair play isn't just a rule, but a promise we make to each other about respecting, supporting, and achieving together.
Argentines, I think, they play a key role in the British season. They are managers of clubs, they train teams, they are part of teams.
Vous savez pourquoi j'aime vivre ici? Parce que j'aime ses habitants. J'aime les soutenir avec mon livret. Et j'aime donner 1 euro chaque mois à un projet et voir ma banque en donner autant. J'aime voir s'élever les nouvelles entreprises près de chez moi. J'aime voir arriver à maturité les initiatives locales qui nous régalent. J'aime voir que l'on prend soin des êtres qui nous sont chers. Des solutions concrètes et solidaires existent pour soutenir ceux qui se mobilisent près de chez moi. J'aime mon territoire.
Watching horses interact with each other is deeply moving. Their communication is filled with sensitivity. This inspired Standing Rock, with support from the HPA, to present a trophy to the season's most outstanding team, honouring the core values behind fair play and sportsmanship. It reflects a world where fair play isn't just a rule, but a promise we make to each other about respecting, supporting, and achieving together.
Mati Torres Zabaleta winning this ball for Argentina. Jota with a nice back shot. Juan Cruz. Araya to bring the ball from the back for Argentina. But check this play of Mati Torres. Matias Torres Zabaleta in possession of the ball. Let's see what Mati can do. Matias Torres, Matias with the final tap. The defense is strong from the players of Australia. Another tap from an Argentinian player. And the ball goes wide. 7-3 so far, the lead for Team Australia. And this result will put them through to a penalty shootout. Let's see what Jota will do. Jota, he decides to run the ball himself. Jota Shaban. He has Hilario to back him up. Jota. Tomás Oviedo with a nice back shot, and Simon Starman going there to back the players up. Well done, Simon. And Hilario Ruiz will bring the ball from the back. And there goes a nice drive from Hilario, a little bit to the left. Unlucky, Hilario right in this near west. He scored a great goal on her in the previous checkers. Matias Torres Zabaleta to bring the ball from the back. Right in this beautiful bay. Mati Torres, he has Juan Cruz there to back him up. And let's see what Mati will do. There goes the long drive of Mati Torres trying to find Oviedo. Mati Torres. Matias Torres Zabaleta, but now is well recovered the ball by Jota Shaban. Let's see what Jota can do. Jota. Juan Cruz Araya in possession of the ball. Juan Cruz with a beautiful tail back shot. Finding Bruno on the grey, that he's usually very active in this horse. Check what Bruno can do on this great horse. Bruno Bensusan for his team, for Argentina. Bruno to finish this one. Bruno. The next shot is good, but he got deflected on the legs. And the back shot from Bruno is superb. And Jotash. No, sorry, Dorian will get there first. It hits the post and wide. Great play there from Bruno Bensusan. Right in this grey, but he usually is on fire once he mounts this horse. Jota will bring the ball from the back. Jota Shaban. The pass is good, but a little bit centered, so Tommy Oviedo will get there. The back shot is good, and Jota will get there first. Jota meeting that ball really well. Let's see what Hilario can do. Tommy Oviedo to apply a lot of pressure. Tommy Oviedo will turn this ball. Let's see what Tommy can do. He will turn this ball to the left really well. And a great play from the two-goaler, putting Nati Torres there, but the right-off is very strong from Dorian. And let's see what Dorian will do, but Nati Torres managed to recover that play. We're gonna have a whistle, probably a blocking, or let's see here. Or here, yes, Jota weaving a little bit from right to left, or probably a blocking. Well, let's see what the umpires will decide, and we're gonna inform you what's the call. Mati Torres Zabaleta with this short penalty. Very good news for Team Argentina. They need to get back on the scoreboard if they want to go through to the semis and avoid the penalty shootout. If not, this result will get them into a penalty shootout. And we see there the Zabaleta clan. We see Pablo, Piturro, Isa, the players of France Occitanie, Simón Zabaleta, Ramiro, Rovirosa. All the team there watching. Very good polo we're seeing here in France. Mati Torres Zabaleta with the 30-yard penalty. The goal is good, and this is very good news for Team Argentina. 4 for them, 7 for Australia. A chapter and a half left in this match. We can go to overtime. goes the ball. Let's see who will win this throw-in. There goes the ball. Let's see who wins the throw-in. Torres. The pressure is good from Jota Shaban. And there goes the Hilario Ruiz Guiñazú managed to capture this bounce. Hilario with the final tap. Hilario Ruiz Guiñazú is on fire today, ladies and gentlemen. And this is a very, very important goal for Australia. They take back the lead 8-4.
He's the player of the moment, no doubt of that. And that's the what they have to do to keep, the momentum, not allowing Australia to Argentina to recover.
Yeah, Hilario is connecting the ball really well today, anticipating. Jota and Dorian, they are doing a very good job trying to stop this tough player. In front of them, Mati Torres Zabaleta, but the man of the moment has other plans. Hilario Ruiz Guiñazú in possession of the ball. Hilario. They consider he put the ball there. So Juan Cruz Araya managed to steal the ball. And the back shot is perfect from Hilario. Let's see who will turn there first. Mati Torres. Mati Torres Zabaleta turns this ball. Let's see what they will do. Places one of the umpires, so Mati decides to run the ball. Let's see what Mati will do. Mati Torres Zabaleta. Check the beautiful mark. He's riding Mati Torres. Bringing the ball from the back. His team really needs him. Mati Torres, he could not connect the last tap. And Hilario Ruiz Guiñazú is there for insurance for Team Australia. He will turn this ball. He has Juan Cruz there. And we have a whistle. Let's see what the umpires will decide. Hilario Ruiz Guiñazú here turning the ball. And the pressure arrives from Juan Cruz Araya. Trying to meet the ball, but the umpires consider he ended up crushing the player of Scone of Australia. So great news for them. 8-4, they lead. They're looking pretty strong. It's a penalty 5B in favor of Team Australia. So great news. Well, players there shaking hands, a little bit of a miscommunication. They're claiming that some players that are not the captains were talking a bit too much with the umpires. Oh well, the good vibes between the two teams. Of course, both teams want to take the victory. At the end of the day, hope both teams are safe, have a good time. And this is a game only one will be able to win. Jota Shaban there trying to receive the pass from Hilario. Jota to finish this one. And Simon Starman is there playing a great game. The ball bounces and Hilario Ruiz Guiñazú will put one more goal on the board for Team Australia. We have a few seconds left in this chapter. 9-4 is the lead so far for the red shirts. Simon there, the ball hits the post. And Hilario Ruiz Guiñazú managed to score one more goal for the team in the red shirts.
Lados, 20, lados, 22, 23, 24. Capitán Celeste, vamos, miren, vamos. Vamos. Última vez, a la vuelta.
In goes the ball and Mati Torres managed to win the throw very well for Team Argentina. The ball gets called off by Dorian and Dorian managed to win this ball really well. Check the play that the French player is doing. Dorian in possession of the ball. Mati Torres now. Matías Torres Zabaleta. There goes the long drive. Let's see who will win this ball. Juan Cruz Araya in possession of the ball. Juan Cruz receiving all the pressure of Simon Starman. Juan Cruz on the near side. Let's see what the man from Suarez can do. Juan Cruz, and we have another whistle. Let's see what the umpires will decide. But anyway, that will conclude this fourth checker. 9-4, the partial lead of Australia. So we expect a very exciting last checker. We're going to go to a break and we'll be back in a few moments.
Siempre lo digo cuando vengo a España, ¿no? Es un lugar para hacer mucho más que un mes.
And here we are back with Argentina. We go with the checker by checker with Pancho on the microphone.
Yeah, 2-2, the first checker, then a very strong checker for Australia, 5-2. Another good checker there again for Australia, 7-3 the lead. And then they managed to maintain the lead and even extend it a little bit. 9-4 is the partial lead, but Argentina has a penalty from the 30-yard line to try to turn back this game. That it looks very, very good so far for Team Australia. There goes the ball, and ladies and gentlemen, the ball goes through the goal. Argentina puts one more on the board. 5 for them, 9 for Australia. Hilario Ruiz Guiñazú riding Fantasiosa. There goes the ball. Let's see who will win this throw-in. Is Matías Torres Zabaleta for Team Argentina. Mati Torres. The back shot is strong from Dorian, making a very good job on the 7-goaler. Jota now to apply pressure. Jota. Mati Torres will turn this one. Shaban applying pressure, and there goes a nice shot of Mati Torres Zabaleta, finding the man from Córdoba. He gets called off by Araya. Juan Cruz. Juan Cruz Araya in possession of the ball. Mati Torres. There goes a nice drive of Mati Torres. The ball is looking good, but it will be well stopped there by Dorian, and we have another whistle. Let's see what the umpires will decide. See what they will blow, but there goes the ball, and Dorian looked quite good, and then he ended up turning, and Juan Cruz there goes and has a near side play. Let's see if they're gonna blow. Looks like in favor of Australia. At the beginning he looked all right to me, the man from Australia and the player from Argentina coming from right to left. And yes, there is the infraction in favor of the red shirts. Great news for them. They managed to stop this attempt from Argentina. They still lead 9-5. they end up blowing a penalty one in favor of Argentina. Well, this is great news for them. Mati Torres Zabaleta with a long drive, 3-goal difference. Tommy Oviedo there, but the ball is really well met by Jota Chaban. Great by the experienced 5-goaler Jota. Jota in possession of the ball. Let's see what Jota will do. Jota now with the next shot a little bit to the left, and Juan Cruz Araya will get there first. Juan Cruz finding Mati Torres Zabaleta. And yes, in this case, I will agree. Dorian Bulto entering a little bit from the back. And with a few fouls, Argentina is getting close in the result. And looks like we're going to have a very exciting last few minutes in this chapter. Penalty from the 60-yard line in favor of Team Argentina, and it will be on the right hand of Matias Torres Zabaleta. Matias Torres Zabaleta, it's a long drive, but a little bit to the left. Lucky for Team Australia, they still lead by 3 goals when we have 5 minutes, 6 and 30 seconds left in this fifth chucker. Jota Chaban to bring the ball in play. Jota, there goes a long drive, and Mati Torres will get there first. Matias Torres, the pressure from Dorian. Mati Torres somehow managed to escape from the pressure of the French player. Matias Torres, Dorian applying a lot of pressure. Well done from the French player, and Dorian managed to steal the ball really well. And another whistle. Let's see what the umpires will blow. Probably they blow the red player for kicking the ball when he had a near side. Let's see. There probably Dorian ends up kicking the ball of Mati Torres Zabaleta. Let's see what's the call. Hard to know from here. Umpires chatting and discussing this one. Let's see what they're gonna blow.
5 goals out of the 6 were from penalty position for Argentina. So it probably explains why it's a team that is usually high scoring on the actions and play goals, and they're struggling a bit today. So. But at the same time, Australia is managing quite well the powerful Argentina team.
Yeah, I would say it's a lot of merit of Australia. Of course, Argentina probably is not on the best day today. They had a few runs. They were not able to finish them. And now the umpires chatting with the captains. Let's see what's going to be the call. And if they do not agree, we're going to have a rolling from the center to the boards. Umpires chatting with the captains. Let's see what they will decide. Well, great news. Probably a technical foul. Hard to tell from here what they blew. And Jota Chaban has a penalty from the spot to try to create something from here. Jota. Hilario Ruiz Iñazú tries to find some space. Jota brings the ball from the back. Hilario now finding a pass to the right. There goes the ball for Hilario Ruiz, riding Fantasiosa. Hilario Ruiz. The ball is stolen, but it bounced again. And Dorian there on the near side. Hilario Ruiz Guiñazú managed to steal the ball. There goes the pass of Dorian. And the ball is stolen there by Dorian Bultó. And Hilario was hooking. Jota Chaban there trying to talk with his players. Penalty will be from the spot in favor of Team Argentina. Let's see what they will do. Araya to bring the ball from the back. He leaves the ball for Mati Torres Zabaleta. Mati Torres. 9-6 the difference in favor of Team Australia. The clock is ticking in their favor, but Argentina has other plans, especially having this player on the field, Mati Torres, to push the team from the back. Let's see what Mati will do. He has Juan Cruz in front of him now. Mati Torres in possession, receives a bump from Jota. The bump is legal, it's good, but it's well stolen by Juan Cruz Araya. Let's see what Araya can do. Araya to bring the ball. Araya again in possession of the ball. It's a great play from the three-goaler, Juan Cruz Araya. The back shot there from Dorian. And looks like we're going to have a penalty. Araya there using all his experience. And yeah, player riding in front of him, and then another player coming from the left. And well, they end up blowing penalty one. This is great news. Great news for Argentina. They have a penalty one. Nine-7, 3 minutes 40 seconds, 47 seconds left on the clock, and the result is still open. Hilario Ruiz riding Vino Tinto. Let's see what Mati will do. Mati, he can strike the ball, this man. There goes the massive drive from Matias Torres Zabaleta. Let's see where this ball will land. It's looking good. It's landing in the 30-yard line. But the back shot there from Jota Chaban, Simon Starkman, and another back shot of Hilario Ruiz, but it's well turned by Juan Cruz Araya. Araya in possession of the ball. The ball is stolen from Tommy Oviedo. And well done, Jota Chaban picking up that line. And here we see the ball was in possession of Juan Cruz Araya. Tommy Oviedo sneaks in front of him, stealing the ball of his teammate. And this gave line to Jota Chaban. And then Mati Torres end up crossing the right of way of Jota Chaban. Great news for them. Penalty from the center in favor of Australia. See the players there doing a strong job trying to stop Mati Torres, and Jota Chaban is in possession of the ball. Jota, there goes a massive drive, trying to find Simon Starkman, and the ball will roll over the back line and it will go wide. No, the ball is still in play. Well done, Simon, and now the tap, and yes, the ball goes over the back line. Mati Torres to bring the ball in play in the last minutes of the game. Let's see what he will do. Matias Torres will run the ball from the back. He turns the ball and he tries to find some space on the center. Check the skills of this man, Mati Torres. He will bring the ball. Now he will try to go to the right. And there goes the ball from Mati Torres, a little bit too long. And Jota Shaban managed to push Mati Torres away. And Dorian will bring the ball. Left goes the shot, but the pressure arrives from Oviedo. Dorian still in possession of the ball. The back shot from Dorian is good. And Hilario appeal for the foul, and Mati Torres met that ball really well. The back shot from Hilario is strong, is good. Last 2 minutes left on the clock, and let's see what Simon will do. But the back shot is good from Tommy Oviedo. It's well read by Hilario Ruiz Iñazú. And there goes the back shot again from Hilario. The ball gets deflected, and Hilario riding Petrus. Leaves it really well for Jota Shaban. Jota now in possession. There goes the long drive of Jota Shaban, finding Simon Starman. Let's see if Simon can seal the game. It's a catch-all. Simon Starman a little bit wide. Unlucky for the young French player. This would have been a very important goal for Australia. We're going to have a knock-in favor of Argentina, but the time is clicking in favor of the team of Australia. Matias Torres to bring the ball from the back. He could not connect that last ball, but it's well backed up by Juan Cruz Araya. Araya. Possession of the ball. Hilario Ruiz Iñazú. And players appealing for, let's check the replay. Hilario Ruiz Iñazú claiming that line. And let's see what the umpires will decide. Let's see who owned that line. Umpires here disputing, and they left the ball, and it's hard to tell there where was the first line. It looks like it's going to be in favor of the red team. So great news for them, and if they manage to score this penalty, they are going to probably seal the victory, and this will be great news for Team Australia, because they will give themselves a chance to go through to the penalty shootout, being able to win 2 games. Last seconds left on the clock. Hilario Ruiz Iñazú to try to score this one. Hilario Ruiz Iñazú. The goal is good, ladies and gentlemen. In my opinion, probably the MVP of the game. Hilario Ruiz Iñazú having an outstanding game. Some of the players and groups are celebrating on the pony line. There goes the final quarter, and ladies and gentlemen, Australia had a great game, beating one of the favorites of the tournament, the very strong team of Argentina. These 2 teams will go to penalty shootouts, and we will be bringing you more action later today with the game between Paris and Italy. This Nations Cup, that is slowly, the qualification games are coming to an end. Tomorrow, of course, we're going to have more action between Great Britain, Occitanie, and the team of Belgium facing Switzerland. There goes the progression: 2-2, 5-2, 7-3, 9-5, 9-4, and 10-7. The team of Australia managed to contain the very strong team of Argentina that was pushing from the back, trying to come back on the result. And we're going to see some of the most top goals of the day. Juan Cruz Araya here scoring a nice goal. Jota Shaban could not connect that knock-in. This is a nice goal. Simon Starman with a beautiful catch shot. And this probably was the best goal of the day. Before this, Hilario connecting a sweet ball in the air, making this Mayor West right on a breakaway. Another good goal, escaping from the throw in a nice tap of Hilario Ruiz Iñazú. In my opinion, the most valuable player of the day. There goes the stats. 5 field goals for Australia, 1 for Argentina, 8 throws to 6 for Argentina, 12 to 13 fouls, quite even, probably a bit of too much fouls for both teams. Great penalty taken by Hilario Ruiz Iñazú, 5 goals, 5 penalties taken, 5 went through, 6 out of 9 for Argentina, no corners, no yellow cards, quite fair game. And well, with this lovely image of PGH1 with the forest on the background, we will start to close the transmission, and we're gonna meet you in a